check, 1 2 1 2. Reporting live from Money Earner, Mount Vernon, New York. We bring to you the Nothing But Love podcast show. I go by the name of Moneymike. Mommy.
I go by the name of Mainovent.
I go by the name of Kera.
And we have a special guest, urban designer, S. Dot,
Not
SonnyBoy.
Not urban.
Not urban? Oh, I apologize.
Nah,
I deeply
not urban.
apologize. Designer, one of the first designers I know coming straight out of Mount Vernon. First designers, I think.
Absolutely.
First designers I know. Fichette, the man behind Fichette, SonnyBoy.
SonnyBoy.
Fichette.
Round of applause, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, Sonny, tell us where you from. Tell us a little about your history.
All right, I go by the name of Sonny. I'm from Mount Vernon, New York. You know,
Born
and raised. Day one, Mount Vernon. I'm an official maroon and gold.
Okay.
I'm an official knight. You know what I'm
That's what's
saying?
up. That's what's up. Graduated from Mount Vernon High. All
Mount
that.
Vernon
You
High,
play
all the
sports
way
too,
to
baseball,
sport.
right?
Baseball.
Oh, you play baseball?
Hell
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's my thing.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's my thing.
So let's fast forward. So the clothing aspect, was that something that you developed in high school or that came later?
But the clothing aspect came from my mom's, my pops, really in the house and the streets.
At an early age.
At an early age. Like my mom's was wearing Versace when it was just Gianni. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, got you.
Stuff like that.
Okay.
My pops is an older dude. Like my pops is 2 months older than my mother's father. So my pops is like an OG.
Wow, okay.
So my pops wore suits every day.
Okay.
And if he was out of a suit, he was like how the mob was with sweatsuits,
Oh,
the
sweatsuit.
velour
Okay,
and stuff
velour
like
and
that.
all right.
My pops used to be in the spot right across from Big Lou's. Used to be the
Oh, with the
gambling
gate,
spot, the
with the
black
gate.
door.
With the gate?
Yeah.
Pull up the gate.
Yeah. And they had the
Yeah,
black door.
Yeah. Pull up the
Sonny,
gate.
old school Sonny that used to sit right there.
Oh, okay.
That was my
All right.
pops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's I think Tootie,
Yeah, Tootie,
Keista, Reggie.
Tootie, my uncle
Yeah,
Reggie.
yeah.
My
Okay.
godfather.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow, I
That's
didn't
how I
know
said
that.
it's different for me the way I came up.
Wow, Okay.
So that's how I always hung with older dudes. Like that's who I looked up to.
So a lot of niggas know
Tootie
you
and
from the
Reg
spot.
was everything. Yeah.
Okay, niggas know you from the spot. Okay, that's the gambling spot in Money Earner, Mount Vernon, New York.
Don't
Okay.
forget Rasta.
Yeah, of course. My cousin
Family
Rasta.
cousin.
Right.
Big up to Rasta.
Yeah,
You know
shout
what
out
I'm
to
saying?
Rasta.
But that was like my introduction to
Oh, fashion and stuff like
fashion and how to just create my style, period.
that. Okay.
Like life, everything was, watching them.
Okay.
When I was young, we used to go take their cars, you know what I'm saying? When Reg had the Corvette.
Oh,
I'd get the
Corvette.
black
Right.
Corvette, come to school,
Okay.
leave early, come to the
Yeah,
high
yeah,
school
yeah,
in the
yeah.
Corvette,
I remember
flying down
Yeah,
Sheridan.
Sheridan.
Tootie
He
had
the
the
white joint, the white
Cherokees,
300
the
C.
Benzes.
Yeah.
White
We would
300
go
C.
take the cars.
Okay.
Actually, me and Buzz used to do that.
Okay.
As soon as I was able to drive, I was like one of the only young ones,
Okay.
family
To
around that they
get
trusted.
had access. You had
Yeah.
access.
Yeah, that's dope.
They would
Okay.
give you the car. They in there gambling all night. So
How old
get
was
the
you around that
car.
time? Like,
around that
14,
time,
You had to be like
16,
16, 17.
15.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I was 15, 16 when
no
I
license,
really
just ripping.
Yeah, I was
All
just
right.
really coming outside.
One thing I'm gonna say, I know.
I've always been out, but
One thing I say, I noticed about Sonny, like he's well liked amongst his peers.
That's a fact.
So I say that to say, Sonny started throwing birthday parties. This is after high school, signature parties, white parties, stuff like that, and his peers from the town will hold him down and come.
Yeah.
That's very unusual.
Yeah, he was
Saying
big with
to
the
have
young
your
boys. Had the
peers,
young
yeah,
boys with him.
his peers like
And
him
the
straight
chicks.
up.
And the chicks.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was usually my signature. I actually started my first real party was with Charla B.I. and Mancy.
What was that?
It was in New Rochelle at Keith's Catering Hall.
Oh, Keith. Wow, you going back. Keith
So-
was on Main Street.
Yeah.
Wow, he's going
So I
back.
was
He's going
underage
back.
throwing my
Yeah,
parties.
yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah.
old enough for my own parties.
Yeah, Keith catering.
I was
That's
like
bad.
fresh out of high school, fresh in high
Because
school.
remember, Keith, at one point, he had strippers in his
Yeah.
parties. He had one night where he had strippers in there and stuff like that. Yeah. Wow.
So we went
Bring me
back to
back.
that. That was like where it really started, like
Okay.
my party situation.
Okay.
And then, we went to Club Deep.
Right.
Then, you know, moving around like that. And then 5 got involved with me. And then
That's
how
2-5.
me, 5, yeah, 2-5.
Shout out to- rest
Shout
in
out to
peace.
2-5 from Mount Vernon.
Pound puppy.
Sir.
Okay.
Then that's how we used to mash and throw the parties. I was the young boy at all the girls.
Okay.
Everybody knew the woman was going to follow me and come out.
Got you.
So everybody, let Sonny be a part of the party.
Right.
We got all the, you know what I'm saying?
Got
So
you.
then that'll follow. Then even if the dudes felt any kind of way, they had to come out. Like,
Yeah.
your honey was going to be there.
Yeah, because the chicks
The honey you wanted was going to be there.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? One way or the other, you
I ain't
had
no
to
front.
come.
Sonny has some chicks back in the
Sonny had the he had the
Sonny definitely has some. He's telling the story right. He's bringing me back right now.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
They used to get mad. The OGs used to get mad.
Yeah.
Like, yo, he bringing the honeys. The honey's going to bring more honeys.
Yeah,
Always
yeah.
let the
Yeah,
women
true
come.
story.
Yeah.
Always let them.
Absolutely.
And they know that since young.
Right,
Yo,
right.
Sonny, you always got the broad. Man, let the honeys come. It keeps the tension down.
Yeah.
Keeps everybody from wilding too much. You know, I ain't never drinking nothing, so smoking nothing. So I get to hang with the honeys. We're going to have fun. You know what I'm saying?
So what would you say is your first signature party outside of Westchester? I think I remember, but I just want you to.
First real signature outside of Westchester.
Was it the Hudson?
Oh, the Hudson.
A week before that, the Hudson River.
Yeah, you did
That
the
was
white
that
party
was the big
there.
one. Yeah,
I
that
went
was
there.
That was
a
dope.
big birthday.
Yeah, that was a
joint
good
there.
joint.
I think I went to that too.
Yeah,
I think
I
I
was
might
there.
have went to that.
Yeah. That's
Joint,
when
that's when we had all the white
That's
bottles.
shit when you riding up.
We
you
popped
riding
all the
through
white
Yonkers.
bottles.
Yeah, I
of
can remember
Moet.
that. I was at
Yeah.
that joint. Yeah.
That joint. Like a few more in the city, but that's probably one.
But
of
that
like
was
the
the one that
big-
stood out.
Like that was like
white,
one
white
signature.
joints,
Yeah.
them white
Every
joints,
year
that's
for my
me,
birthday, August 4th. I
So
would throw all
You never
white.
did a boat ride though, did you?
Nah, I never did a boat ride. Never did a birthday boat ride.
so now, at what point? How did you explain to us the connection with you and Groovy Lou?
The connection with me and Groove is real funny.
Mm.
So I started on Garden Avenue. I lived on Garden Avenue
Was that
in the Heights.
on the Heights? Okay.
Same block as Memorial Field.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So as soon as you come to the top of the hill, the next block,
Yeah.
I live right across the street from Corrier, Smoke.
Oh, Smoke. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
yeah,
and
yeah,
Smoke
yeah,
grew up
Smoke.
together.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout
okay.
out to Smoke.
Right
Shout
across
out
the
Shout out to
Smoke.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
My man Billy Davis across the street, but Smoke.
Yeah.
Then, like, my family was Franklin Ave forever, though. My grandfather lived 361
Okay.
right on the corner. As soon as you come up the hill,
Right.
so Nabisco Hill. So we moved to Franklin. So directly across the street from my door on Franklin is a building. Groove mother lived in that building. I'm going to tell you something about Groove. Groove was always popular, this, that, and other, but I never knew what Groove did. So every day, Groove moms and sisters, they see me out front practicing baseball. I'm swinging the bat, and I just be outside, you know. Everybody drive through the blocks. Everybody pull over, talk to me. So years later, you know, me and Groove always spoke or whatever, but like I said, I never knew what Groove did forever.
Right.
I didn't know what Groove did from, let's say, 94 to about 2004. That's crazy, like a 10 years
Oh,
spread.
10 years. Okay.
I didn't know what Groove did all my life until
You
2004.
just always fly.
Yeah.
Trendsetter.
Groove hit me,
Yeah.
and he was like, yo, in the town, everybody's like, yo, who's the kid that know all the electronic shit or fuck with all the phones and this, that, and other? So everybody's like, yo, Sonny know that sidekicks and Blackberries, all that.
Okay.
So Groove got my number and hit me. Yo, Sonny, come meet me over here. So he met me like on 7th Ave. And he gave me a sidekick, a LRG sidekick.
LRG back then.
Yeah,
it was popping.
LRG.
Yeah.
He gave me that. He was like, yo, I need you to turn this on. I'm like, all right. I just called him, put it in my name.
Yeah.
So I hit him back. Yo, Groove, it's on. Like, come get it.
Yeah.
Nah, hold that. What you mean? Like, I got 2 now. Hold that. Nah, you going to take care of all the business now. Still not knowing what Groove doing,
Oh,
though.
he just pushing it on you.
Yeah, he just...
You got thrown in a
I
situation
got
without
thrown
knowing.
in it.
Wow.
But...
Shout out to the situation.
Shout out to
nah,
Groovy
that
Lou.
applause, man.
Shout out to Groovy Lou. Shout out to Groove. Groove, I love you, man.
So it's
Word
like
up
Groove-
from the town.
Groove must have seen something early on.
Okay.
Now, Groove was my introduction into fashion in the industry. Like, you know, we'll get into it, but I took fashion in high school as my trade when everybody else is taking auto body and carpentry and TV productions. I wanted all those classes.
Right.
By the time I got to my guidance counselor to pick out my classes that wasn't available. So she like, well, you know, we got fashion design. I'm like, fashion design? Y'all got that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm taking that.
Yeah,
I want that over
definitely
everything.
didn't have that when I was
So
in school.
Miss Jackson was my teacher. Shout out to Miss Jackson. So she showed me how to sew. She showed me everything. But the funny thing about picking her class, you know, I love fashion and what fashion is doing for me right now. I love it so much that, you know, I cut her class for a whole half a year. I never even went to meet the teacher. I never went to the class to even meet her when I first got to high school.
Right.
So my mom goes to parent-teacher night. She's sitting in the room and waiting for my name to be called. So she like the last person. My mother like, what's going on? Like, why I'm last? She's like, who are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I'm here for Sonny, this, that, and other. I've never met your son in my life.
Wow.
Does he have my class?
So you in hot water.
So I'm sick.
Yeah.
Grounded.
End up being like the most important person probably in my life coming through school.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
she
Pivotal.
she was like,
Right.
you know, that like
Cornerstone.
yeah,
For sure.
this is what you want to do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I bump into her here and there. I follow her. You may see me shout out on Facebook when I get on there here and there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dahlia Jackson. So much love to her.
So let's get back to so Groovy Lou, you do the two-way pager.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
throws you in the mix, I guess, of the music industry and what he's doing, because he's doing styling artists at the time.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. So at that point, I still didn't even know what Groove did.
Right.
So it's just like, all right, it's Fashion King at T-Mail.
Okay.
That's when you know he had the T-Mail.
Yeah.
T-Mail, no,
So I set it up, Fashion King. So he like, yo, this, that, and other. So like, you know, you gonna take care of the business, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, still never asked him what he did. But next, you know, emails coming through and shit. You know, he's learning. I'm like, yo, you got to send him the email. So now I'm reading the email. So I'm like, oh, this is shit. I'm shit with clothes and fashion. Oh, it's a video. I'm reading treatments to it.
Yeah. Okay.
He like, yo, read the treatment and start picking out clothes, this, that, and other. And
So you in the mix.
I never knew, but I just jumped in. And if you read it, you just know you got to go along.
So real quick, Sonny, I know what treatment is, but for Kera right here, I want you to tell Kera what does treatment mean. Break that down for her. Because I've been in the music industry, around music industry people, but I want him to break down what treatment means. Yeah,
So the treatment is basically like the storyline. It's like the
I
storyline
feel that
and
much.
yeah, but you know, for the people that may
Yeah.
not know,
Yeah.
Shit,
A
I
lot
didn't
of
know
people-
what
you
treatment
feel
was.
it?
I want to know me.
This is for all the viewers in the world, YouTube land.
Yeah.
What the
Like
treatment
treatment?
is. Yeah.
You about to go to the doctor, get a shot or something. Got her in this joint or something.
fuck going on?
We're giving y'all a tutorial out here.
Mike,
on
cut it
music
out.
industry.
You don't follow the treatment if you got one. If it
Kera,
was, okay, so
Kera.
but
Pay
we
attention.
listening, Sonny. Let's continue.
All right,
So the treatment is just like basically like the storyline or giving you what the video treatment could also be like for a movie, commercial,
Okay,
you know,
right,
stuff like that.
Right.
But it's just giving you the written part of what you're about to do.
Okay.
So they'll tell you like the colors or the
what they
room.
want
We're
it
gonna
to
be
look
in this
like,
room.
yeah.
Right.
This is what's going to be going on. They may throw in like hints of what the colors they want them to wear or her to wear or what's going on, you know, stuff like that.
So looking back, what was like the first video that you was a part of that you did a treatment for that you was like, yo, this is serious?
The first
you can
joint I
remember.
did that was really big for me.
Yeah.
Cause it was like right when it was around the time that Mario had that song, You Should Let Me Love You.
Oh, you should let me love
Yeah,
you.
that was dope.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
So
Don't quit your day job, man.
that was yeah. I wasn't even gonna try to sing it. I was thinking
That was a good
about
song,
it.
though.
And I was like,
That was a good video.
Yeah, it was a good song. It was a good song.
That was a good video.
But not to sing.
But a
It was
lot of
good
people
song.
didn't know that Neo wrote that. But Neo wasn't out
Oh, I
yet.
didn't even know that he did.
Yeah, Neo wrote that. So, you know, I'm one of them people behind the scenes.
yeah. Reading
So I'm
credits.
like, yo, Groove, Neo wrote this shit. We need to get him. Like, we got to find a way to get in with him.
That's dope.
So we happened to be working with Ghostface, and Ghostface and Neo had a song.
Okay.
So we was styling them for a video back like that.
Okay.
So that was like the first video that I really worked on.
using the
You know what I'm
mix.
saying? That was like Groove, like,
So
do you get it
so
right?
So how does that work, right? You under Groove,
Mm-hmm.
so you're getting paid from Groove or Bad Boy, or like how does the money part work?
All right, so the money part works. It could go either of the two ways. Of course, Groove is the king, the god. So whatever he feels the call is, that's what the call is. But you will get a check from whatever label is doing the video, or you may get it from the artist, because sometimes the label may not cut enough money. Like,
so the
and
artist
I'll tell y'all a situation about that. Like, somebody that was big with that was probably like Birdman. So Birdman will get the check from the label. Like, we'll get the check, and then he'll still call a meeting, and we'll go in and talk to him. He like, yeah, you know, I want to do this. It's when he was doing like all his red cars and shit.
Oh, the red thing.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yo, how much they gave you on the check? Like, yo, they gave us like $8,000. Hey, yo, Rufus. He used to have his man Rufus. Then he had another slim dude, curly head slim dude that would always had a briefcase with the cash in it. Yo, bring the briefcase. Yeah. He said the briefcase. How much they gave? $8,000. Well, here's another $10,000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go shopping. I want that shit. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, he was one of those that are ball out of control.
Okay, got you.
So Birdman was different, but with them it'll be Def Jam or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. You know.
Okay.
So you get like me with that. Of course, he's the head dude, so he gets astronomical Groove numbers.
Okay.
But then it'll be an assistant check, and Groove don't cut none of that. Like, you know, he like, yo, get your money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing off of it.
Yeah, just get
Go
it.
eat. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's up.
If they give, like, you know, some artists will be humble enough, they love it so much, they may throw you another little $1,500 on the side, $500,000. You know what I'm saying? It just depends what's going on.
Right. Yeah.
Or you'll get a check directly from production a lot of the time. So the label will probably give whoever's doing the video,
Right.
like at that time, they say it was $500K for the video. Yeah. So they'll be like, well, you got to pay styling, you got to pay everything out of that budget.
That comes out. Yeah.
So then you go to the production truck at the end of the video. Yeah. Yo, you know, we wardrobe, we
this.
styling, we need that check.
Okay. So, okay, fast forward just a little bit. So now, at what point do you say, you know what, I'm going to do Fichette, and was it you that came up with the idea, or did you have assistants, or how did that work?
All right, so Fishette came, like I said, I started fashion 14 years old, taking fashion design.
Okay.
So my name, a lot of people now, y'all know, like, Fishette, that's my name, Eddie Fishette.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so all I did was throw like a little French twist to it to make it sound like something more in the fashion lane.
Where did Sonny come in at?
Sonny, my father's name was Sonny.
Oh,
so I'm Sonny's boy. So I'm really Sonny boy.
Sonny boy. Okay,
I'm Sonny's boy.
How do you properly pronounce
Fichette?
Fichette. Okay, Fichette.
Yeah.
Because
That's why you got the accent over
Fichette,
it. Yeah.
Fichette.
It's pronounced Eddie Fichette.
Okay,
Eddie Fichette.
You know what I'm saying? Fichette.
Okay.
You know, but I like people to pronounce it differently because you got people pronounce it Givenchy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I like to hear different pronunciations. You know what I mean?
Even Loey.
Whatever.
It's what was Loey? Loewe?
Yeah, Loewe.
Loewe. That's
yeah.
So did you? Was it an outside influence that told you, Sonny, go with your name? That's dope, or you felt like I should do that?
Well, this is what I tell people. And, you know, some Jews I don't like to give out because people feel funny about the way you say it. But when you name yourself or you name things that are too trendy, like I'm one of the people that really study shit like this. Okay. Like I could take you to my house right now. You're only going to see YouTube. I'm watching Threaducation. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching shit like that, documentaries on people you probably never heard of, to where I know Louis Vuitton shares the same birthday as me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
but I know this years ago.
Yeah, you doing your homework.
You know what I'm saying?
Sonny.
So like I'm one of them people that just like to know too much, and sometimes it's bad because a lot of the times opening Pandora's box can put you in like a black hole.
Stagnate.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you know too much. Yeah. And that goes for a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why sometimes you may see I may be happy as hell, but I may just be dull face. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but anyway, getting back to that, it's like I would study things so much where I know that the things that really last was something that wasn't trendy. So like Fat Farm, shit like that will fall off. Rockaway was only hot as long as Rockefeller was hot. Right. So when they killed the label and this, that, and the other, it kind of killed the brand. Not saying that what they wasn't making wasn't still hot, but it kind of slowed everything down.
Right.
Now, when you name something Gucci and Givenchy, Balenciaga, these are their names. So it's not attached to anything. You know what I'm saying? So if I go out and name something trap clothing, that's the hot word for right now in slang. But when we stop calling it the trap, nobody's going to wear that.
Yeah.
You call it lick clothing, nobody's going to want to wear that. So it's just like the name. When you hear the name Eddie Fichette, if I put that out, nobody knows that's me. Right. You would never think that was a black man. You wouldn't think that shit had nothing to do with someone that's like me.
Yeah.
You'd have thought that shit was somebody overseas,
it's timeless,
living the life.
Yeah.
It's something that you can't put into any, you can't put it in a box.
So what year was that you introduced Fichette to the world? What year was that you remember?
When I really start wearing it and putting it on, I say it was like 2012, 11.
That's about right.
You know what I'm saying? Like 11, 12.
Oh, yeah, that's about right. I remember that.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna front.
Time.
So my personal experience with Sonny, with Fichette, so he's rocking it, and like he had like a big E and a big F, and I was like, I was a little confused because I didn't know what was going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? I never seen that before. Like, where's he buying that? Like, you know, I was a little confused. You know, it's confusing.
Trying to figure it out.
No.
No, but that's a good thing. Like, no.
Kera,
And then you don't even mean it in that way.
Hanging out hard. When you was home, might have been watching Thundercats.
Nah, but it's but that's what it's meant to do.
Right.
It's meant to give you that because for the most part, like even you know how many people ask me to do interviews, but I never wanted to do it because I never really wanted to promote it as me.
Wow.
Like let the brand do what it does.
Right.
You didn't know what Ralph looked like until the internet came. You ain't know what Calvin Klein looked like. And none of y'all know what Balenciaga, Louis, or nothing.
You knew they was white, though. You knew it was white.
You assume.
Assume. That's what you can do. Assume.
If it was Paris, it was white. If it's from Paris, it's white.
But that's just like if you look at Ralph Lauren. Like, you would think that was just an average American dude when he's really a Jew.
And his brother's better than him. Yeah. Right? Greg Lauren is dope.
You know, no, but that's his grandson.
That's his grandson, Greg?
That's his grandson.
Okay, grandson.
And he's just
okay, Sonny, you're knowledgeable.
He's
absolutely.
And all
that's
he's doing,
I'm listening.
All he does is all the old stuff that's in Ralph's warehouses over the years, the fabric.
Chop it up and
sell it to you for
like $3,000.
$3,000. Which isn't a bad thing because we all low heads.
Right.
And people don't know, like, Polo sets the tone for the highest of the high end.
I agree.
Especially the purple label.
Polo sets the tone.
Purple
Anything that Ralph, big labels wait to see what Ralph is doing for years.
Sonny,
what he did,
but not,
and then that set the tone for Fashion Week and what's going on and how everyone, like, he invented the polo. Like,
but I'm glad
Tommy
you broke that.
I'm
glad Sonny broke that down.
There.
I'm glad Sonny broke that down because the last show I remember I was telling Kera,
no,
Polo back in '89 was the stuff. Oh, everybody. No, remember what she said? No, remember what she said? She said everybody had Polo and Calvin Klein and all that. And I said no, everybody was not rocking Polo back then.
It was a little different then because
89.
Like Polo stuff like that was like high end.
High end, right?
It wasn't. It wasn't something that everyone really had. It was something everyone wanted.
Right.
But like once it got to like our eras and a little younger, it was kind of common.
Right.
So we would find like exclusive pieces.
Right.
But Polo, like I said, like you got people that was the low lives. Like they was robbing you for Polo.
Yeah,
like,
Brooklyn
Jordan
was heavy.
Like, shit, Mount Vernon niggas robbing.
To this day,
Brooklyn was heavy with the Polo.
You see how they went crazy today for the Jordan 4s. They had like a riot outside, but it was stuff that we may look at as basic, but it was something back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People was getting hit over the head for Polo.
Fashion is heavy.
Like me, I didn't have my first pair of Jordans till I was 18. My mom's wasn't buying.
Yeah, my mother either.
My pops wasn't a Jordan fan.
Okay.
They wasn't Jordan fans, so of course they didn't want me profiling in the house with Jordans. Yeah. But then me running around downtown, this, that, and other, moving around. And my moms knew like I was just going outside.
Right.
So she like, I can't really keep them from going outside and protect them too much, but this is the way I protect them.
Right.
So me.
Hold on, Sonny. Not to cut you off. We got to pay some bills. We're coming right back with the man behind Fichette, Nothing But Love podcast in New York.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back.
What up, what up, what up? We back with the Nothing But Love show. We got Fichette, my man SonnyBoy, and I got a question for you, Sonny.
Yes, sir. What's
Good
up, baby?
question. What separates your clothing line from everybody else's clothing line? Like the top designers that's out now. What do you think is your? How do you what
Because
differentiates you?
I really mean it. Like this isn't a gimmick.
Dope.
And what a lot of people don't understand, they use the phrase and the words of clothing line and a brand too loosely.
Right.
99% of these people are selling merch. It's merchandise.
Right.
You're not really designing and sourcing fabrics and dyeing and washing fabrics to see what's going to do what, this, that, and other.
Right.
It's like cut and sew and mock-ups.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, we've done mock-ups. We've all had mock-ups. Right. But I really do cut and sew.
Yeah, I've noticed like in the past few years you've been doing more cut and sew.
You can see.
real suits and personal things.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I tell people, like, the average person, that jumped in it during COVID and all that.
Label, little
it's like
stitch.
I understand, but it's a difference. You know what I mean?
Sonny, I was one of those people, but anyway.
Yeah. Like I said,
because I was thinking in my head, like,
I was one of those people. Sonny's my guy, though.
He got his merch movie. He got his merch.
That's a
fact.
But hey, listen.
That's what I'm saying, but it works.
And lightly, he making some paper, man.
Yo,
but that's what I said. But you have
merch.
merchandise that makes more than clothing brands.
Right.
But it's different when you're really into something. So just like I said, like this is like a baby for me. Like you got to remember, this is my name.
Okay.
So it's just like how you say, like your word is your bond,
Yes.
Right.
or your name is everything. Yeah, this is my name.
It's your passion.
So what comes out of it is what displays with my wife, kids. Like this is really us. That's your name.
Right. Absolutely.
What's in that store is selling you.
Is representing you.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Right. So, it's a big difference.
So what hurdles have you seen in the fashion world that hinders people of color, like fashion designers of color that you've seen? What kind of like different things that stagnate people or like stop people?
Well,
just a couple of
some things. It's just like 99% of the time, no matter where you go, you're gonna be dealing with no one of your kind. You know what I mean? Right. Which is, unfortunately, just the way of the world.
So is it something like you got to know people? Like it's who you know, not what you know?
Yes, I feel that way in life.
Yeah.
Life is who you know.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to say it, but 90% of life is really who you know.
Absolutely.
You could get the degrees and this, that, and other. Like, how many people got degrees and don't have jobs with using that degree? You know what I'm saying? How many times have you really showed your degree?
Right. And then we had a conversation about a couple of months ago about how things are done on a handshake. I don't know if you remember, we was in Pop's spot. Like a lot of deals are made by handshake, whereas like it's not really contract. Contracts come later.
That's how Floyd does.
Yeah, you could sit down with somebody, a millionaire, and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do such and such," and meet me on the golf course. We talk about it, and then it's done. Yeah. And then later on, the lawyers and everything get involved. Yeah. But the handshake, like the deal is actually made by just talking, kicking it.
It'll start off as a handshake.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
But to piggyback off something Mano said, the hurdles as black entrepreneurs coming up in the clothing thing, I noticed like our culture, they're not confident in their price point. How do you feel about the price point thing? See, a lot of our people are not comfortable with their price point is so low and underpriced. It's crazy. Right. Yeah, how you feel about that?
So with that, it goes back to you have to know your value of what you're giving to people. So that's like when I first came out, and even now, you got people that be a little, like, I'm not paying that for, but that's because, and that's another reason why I never wanted to give it to the people as me, because then they're looking at like I'm selling it, I'm buying it from you.
Right.
No, buy that you like it. I tell them, but you like it, you touch it, I know what I'm giving you is quality. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving you no BS. I don't even use I ain't on nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Right. Like the applique, all that. Yeah, like I tell everybody, like, is dope. Yeah, like no offense. Like even this is cutting sewn.
Yeah, cutting sewn. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's just like
you ain't got like no loose threads or nothing.
Yeah, like
that joint, boy looking clean, big boy. Sonny boy looking clean, son. Word bomb, man. Maybe would have cracked this 40 outside, man. Yesterday, old school nigga, man.
40 out.
Got the 40 on, nigga.
You got a bogey?
You know what I mean? Yo, people, I've been waiting all motherfucking night to pop this 40 out of me. I drink 40, it's all good.
Yeah.
So, again, Sonny, go ahead.
But yeah, so with your price point, you got to be confident in what you selling people. Right. And a lot of people are scared in their price points because they know it's just a hustle.
Right.
See, you hustling people. Right. So that's like, even if you take it to the streets, selling drug, whatever. Right. If you know you got good work,
right.
I'm not budging.
Right.
I'm not budging.
Right.
All right, well, you could go down there and get a $15 rock.
Right.
I'm going to stay up here with my $50 joint.
Thanks.
Now you mad at him because you didn't get high, right? So now you come back to me with the right money. Now you get your high is right. So you go down there, you get the cheap clothes, you ain't get that look.
Right.
Then you finally spend money with me and wonder why the picture you take on Instagram now get the most likes. Because you look good and it fits you. It fits you right with what you got on. Mm-hmm. Now your birthday coming, your girl is telling you, where's Sonny at? I want you to get something from Sonny. Right. Every holiday, they look at, you got to get something from Fichette. You know what I mean?
So real quick, quick story about Sonny. So I noticed, like I said, when you 2012, you had the big E, the big F, but that the hit for Fichette was when you did the colors going across. That was like 2015, 16, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Probably 16, because I was doing Barcelona Bites, the club.
Yeah.
So when he came out with the colors, Barcelona was on fire. We doing it on Tuesday. So I was like, yo, Sonny, I want to buy that sweater and the hat, the dad hat, and rock it in Barcelona, because Barcelona is like 500 people every Tuesday. It's crazy. And that was like a hit. He had the market cornered. At the time, I mean, Sonny, black designer, he stood out. The only other person that was like really like doing what he was doing was Paparazzi. And Paparazzi started to cool off.
Yeah, shout out to Paparazzi.
Shout out to Paparazzi from around here.
Yeah.
So Paparazzi, remember, he's Atlanta. He doing with celebrities and all that. But then when you came and then you took off, it was you and him, but he started fizzling down. And then you had the market cornered at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I'm going from there to the next thing. So the biggest thing that I remember, these are words that was floating around. I want you to clear it up for the viewers. So I remember you was talking a lot online about going to California, right? It was said that you got cool with Nipsey.
Yes.
And Nipsey wanted to do a distribution deal with you and him, supposed to be together doing a distribution deal with Fichette. Want to push it. You like 1 second away from going out there, and then that's when he got killed. Tell us a little bit about, because I felt like when he got killed, I know you was a part of that deal. It was supposed to go down. I was happy for you. I remember you told me you was out of here. You know what I'm saying? I remember me and you talked. And I felt like, you know, after he died, like, it seemed like you went into a depressing phase. You stopped pumping Fichette. And like you slow down, like it bothered you. You know, I just want to clear up for the viewers, like, what was going through your mind from having a deal with him and then him dying, and, you know, give us some light on it.
All right, so it's a little misunderstanding with that, but it wasn't really a deal with Nip.
Okay.
So the deal was, all right, put it like this. A lot of people don't know we were styling Nip.
Okay.
So I'm the assistant stylist on it with Groove. I'm working. So Groove is good with Nip from day one. So once Nip really got in the door and was like, it's time, he called Groove. It's time. We about to hit him. Like, let's go.
Okay.
It's time to get them looks. So what made it so beautiful with Nip was him and Groove was the exact same size. All the way through. So it made it, it was like a dream for a Groove, because it was like all the shit that I'm flying at everybody going crazy, I could dress him all day. to where we never even had Nipsey sizes. We never measured them up or nothing.
Yeah, you knew.
It was just groove size. The only thing, Nipsey wears a 10, Groove wears a 12 shoe. That was the only difference.
Okay.
But the thing with that was Grammy weekend. We went out to L.A. to do Nip. You know what I'm saying? It was big for Nip. So it's like, all right, everything's going on, you know. Nip is out of here. He's doing everything. He's killing. So Nip throws like a private event at this place called the Popcorn Club. So, I mean, super exclusive. Like, I pull up to the block, and there's literally no cars on the street. Like, nothing. Where I think I'm in the wrong area. Like, Uber dropped me off. I'm like, sure. So I see it. And then his security, the one that he's been going through, I can't even think of his name.
Knocked the kid out.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. A something.
No, I can't think of his name. It'll come to me, though.
Right. But
he seen me. He's like, oh, yeah. This Groove, you know, this stylist. He good. But I wasn't dressed for the event. Because I didn't realize it was like tuxedo fly shit. I had on some red off-white sweatpants on, some ones and a white T-shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm walking in a spot that's like, it looked like the Rat Pack. I'll show y'all a video when we get a minute.
Right.
But he in there tuxedoed up, live band. I'm going to tell y'all crazy that I got my sister with me, Kera. So she comes, so we get in, and we go like around the bar. So it's like real dim, sexy. So we get around the bar, and like say we on this side of the bar, and there's a wall here. So this is the bar. So we ordering drinks. I don't drink, but getting her some drinks. So they like, you want a bottle or whatever? Something like bottle. Like, damn. Like, but then it's free. So like Duce, Ace of Spade, whatever. So I bump somebody behind me. So I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all, my fault. Jay-Z, Tata, like they just sitting on the wall. No security, like regular people. So it fucked me up. I'm like, they did. When I turn back around, they looking at me laughing. I'm like, all right, what up, y'all? My fault. Whatever, just whatever. Right. I'm like, damn, this is some shit. Like, Jay ain't got no security. So now I know it's like exclusive. So we go up to the front of the stage and, Nip performing, doing his thing. And Emery's coming through the crowd. So I see Emery, what up? I'm like, yo, what up, B? Like, I need to get with you, this, that, and other. Like, we need to do. He's like, all right, no problem. So I'm like, yo, I'm Sonny. He's like, nah, I know who you are. Like,
And Emery's
take my number.
Jay-Z man, right?
Yeah,
back in the
right
days.
there.
Right. Exactly. Okay.
So Emery like, yeah,
He's at Roc Nation at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they got Puma.
Okay, right.
Yes.
They got Puma. Also, they just got Puma. Right.
So he's like, nah, you good. Like, take my number. So, I took his number. He's like, hit me tomorrow, this, that, and other. I got to fly back to Boston for Puma because that's where everything at. But hit me tomorrow. Let's set up a date and let's set up a meeting. So, cool. Probably about 2-3 weeks later, we set up a meeting. I fly right back in. So now, like, I bring my man Fant, though. Like, Fant, we out. Let's go to L.A. He never been to L.A. So I'm like, yo, let's go. We go over there for 2-3 days real quick, chop it up, make some business. He end up cutting Emery hair. He getting big money cutting. So, New York, barber, So we had a meeting, and Emery's just, like, giving me the lowdown. But he probably gave me the most jewels for the fashion industry ever. Because he's telling me, like, yo, we could do something. But he also told me, he's like, yo, I see you got it LLC'd and everything. But he's like, there's so many tricks of the trade with this fashion thing, with the name and everything. He's like, because, all right, we could do everything, sign you now, whatever. But next week, a John Deere product could come out with Fichette on it, exclusive edition, and they could make $70 million off of it. You don't get a nickel.
And why is that? How's that?
It's funny the way they break it down, but it's just like, you got to legalize your name in so many different ways. And
so many different ways.
Yeah, it's a lot. And he was just like, giving me the insights on a lot of it. Okay. So that was, it's basically, so that was March 7th. March 7th of 2018 or 2019. 2018, I think it was March 7th. Okay. So he was like, all right, took care of everything. We had the meeting. He's like, yo, get these things together, whatever. We'll come back to the table again.
Okay.
But the funny thing is, Groove happened to be in L.A. So he had like a 4 o'clock flight, and I think my meeting was probably at 1. So I'm like, yo, Groove, step through the meeting, like, you know what I'm saying? So Groove called, like, yo, I'm downstairs. But once Groove get there, everybody know Groove. So Groove come upstairs to the room. So Emery like, oh shit, Groove, like, yo, we've been looking for you for years. Like, yo, I need to work with you, get with you, this, that, and other. So now he like, damn, like, you fuck with Groove? I'm like, nah, like, that's who got me into the industry side of fashion. Like, so now it's like, okay, you know, let's do this, that, and the third. So they had a Puma event at the Nipsey store that Sunday, March 9th. So now we do all that, and I see Nip. So Nip, like, he flip on me, yo, B. Like, he see me because I got some Fichette shit on. Yo, where my shit at? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like one Crip dude, you know, they have this posture. He looking like he like bumping me and shit. Like, they're like, yo, nah, he good. He like reaching over everybody to give me a pound. Yo, let him in the store. Like, yo, go to the truck, get something to eat. This, that, and other. So Nip showing love. But he was mad because I wasn't giving him stuff. But Groove is like, don't keep giving him everything. Hold it for looks because he'll just be wearing it to wear it. He's like, no, they're good look. It's good looking product. So I don't just want him to wear it on the block all the time, or you know what I'm saying. Let him wear it to an event. So now, let's get back to it. I go out to ComplexCon in Long Beach. So you know that's a big, crazy fashion event. People from overseas, everybody, Pharrell. You know, it's wild. So it's crazy in there. I'm in there dolo. So I got the Fichette Wave Runner sweatsuit on. And Tiana Taylor's performing at like this McDonald's booth. So I'm over there, but I'm on my phone chilling. I'm scrolling. And next thing you know, Complex has a picture of Nipsey Dolo. Fichette.
I think I seen that picture.
That was the first shit. I was like,
that was a mean shit.
I was like, oh shit.
He was like, shit is lit right now.
Yeah,
right? He was lit.
But listen, I'm at ComplexCon. He's at ComplexCon, but I don't see him. Right. And just to give everybody the time frame, me and Nipsey haven't met yet. So a lot of work I do also is like, I'll shop and design from here, and I probably won't meet the artist until a year or two later, because you could ship shit out. You know what I'm saying? Or Groove, you know, he go, or whatever way it goes. So, you know, I'm behind the scenes, get my money, and I can keep working my regular job, and you know, so whatever. So I haven't met Nip yet. So I'm like hyped that, you know, this going on.
It's out.
So I'm walking, like I get up from the booth Tiana Taylor had, I get up, I'm out. And I'm walking, and as I'm walking and seeing this, Nipsey is coming my way. So like we lock eyes because he like, you got this shit on, I got this shit on. What is this shit?
Right.
But I know what it is.
The man.
But it's so funny. He comes straight to me, give me a pound and all that. Never met him before. We don't know nothing about each other. Like I know more, of course. But he like, yo, I'm about to go upstairs to this Nas joint because Nas is doing a belly sit down, talk about belly or whatever. He's like, I'm gonna go upstairs, I'll be right back. Like, you know, I'm like, oh, Nas is my favorite rapper. So you know, you ain't gotta come back down. I'm coming up there. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you just see pictures everywhere. Nipsey Fichette. It was just hitting.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But then I still didn't tell him at that point that it was me.
Right.
And like I said, I like to keep it quiet, but we was at Racks in the Middle video shoot. So we happened to be going to that. It was on the roof of this parking lot. So we going to that, and like in the back is like his room in the parking lot. They set him up. So he like, yo, what up, nigga? Like, you know, now we getting to see each other. So Groove like, yeah, this Sonny, you know, my assistant, he run around. It's my partner of everything. You know, my brother, you know, we doing everything. So he like, yeah. Then he like realized, like, damn, I met you at ComplexCon, you know, whatever. So we kicking it now. So he's like, y'all need some more of that shit. So like, nah, I got you. But you know, Groove just like, keep it easy. Don't give him too much at one time. So whatever case may be, when he seen me that March 9th joint, he was upset because he like almost like I tried to play him.
Back. Yeah. What's
but
up?
He was saying it jokingly though, but
he remembered.
Yeah, he remembered.
I
you know
want
what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm like, nah, Groove got everything. I gave it to him already. So he's like, okay, cool. So, you know. But yeah, that was a Nipsey thing. Nipsey is love. Like, and it did affect me. Like when he passed.
So just so we clear it up. So Sonny, just so that we clear, right? So, Nipsey had nothing to do with your situation, and your situation was more of a Roc Nation thing.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
It wasn't a deal from Nipsey.
Okay.
I couldn't say Nipsey probably didn't influence it by wearing it because he's worn it more than once. You know what I'm saying? So that was big.
Okay.
And with Roc Nation, I know they definitely probably took notice because
I have moved your chair.
when he wore it,
Move your chair over a little bit.
when he wore it,
Perfect.
he was rocking a red Roc Nation hat, the Paper Planes hat.
People playing. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. So Kara, you want to say something?
Yes. Tell us who's the latest artist that you're working with now.
Lately, my man Murder Mace, man.
Oh.
That's what's up.
Shout out
to Mace.
shout out to Sonny working with Mace
Shout out
Harlem.
to Mace
I
and
love some
Bethel.
Harlem niggas. Harlem in the building. I love my Harlem
Story
niggas.
about Mace too. Mace is a
Nigga,
good guy,
M.A.
man.
dollar
Back in the
sign.
day. Good guy.
Yeah,
man.
nah, Mace is good people,
what's up.
man. He,
So nigga said, what's up?
Is the tour still going on?
yeah, it's still going on.
Okay. When does that end? Like in June or something? May?
Well, it ain't really over yet because it's still adding dates.
Oh, adding dates.
dates.
Got you. Oh, so whenever they add a date, you out of here.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what's up. That's dope. That's dope.
definitely.
Okay.
Mace, open up some doors for me. Let me,
Yeah.
see another side of the game in the industry. So
That's what's up.
I have
Mace a
some
good
fun.
dude. Good dude.
Yeah, Mace is good people.
And he really smart. Real
Nah,
smart.
Mace,
Business.
that nigga. Like I really gotta
yeah.
give it to him. Like when you sit down, like me and him really sit on the phone and build.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We talk about a lot of old things. I talk about Five and all
Absolutely.
that.
Right. Oh, of
Absolutely.
course. That's his
Talk about
man.
I got
different
good
shit.
stories about that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He talk about living in Mount Vernon and all that.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah. Mace is my nigga though.
Where you see the brand going in the next 5 years?
Truthfully, in the next 5 years, I should have a flagship store somewhere with
Nice.
no problem. You know what I'm saying? It should really, really be.
Both men and women clothing.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
do. I want to do everything. I don't want to stop. I want it to be seen like a real like branding, like a Ralph
Like
Lauren,
kids.
Supreme. I want to do furniture.
Right.
You know, like
Oh, that's
my
dope.
old school
that's
classic
dope.
cars.
That's
Okay.
It's
Oh,
like-
you want to mix everything?
Yeah, like my
okay.
cars, the leather I pick
Yeah,
out
yeah,
for
yeah,
Shea
for
leather.
sure. Yeah,
Like
that's dope.
for Shea interior.
Yeah.
Paint the cars over. Like I'm making it a lifestyle.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what
I'm
for
saying?
sure. For
So
sure.
everything, everything.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
One quick thing I want to say with Sonny, I want to give you a big shout out.
Hopefully a Fishette family.
I
You know what I'm
want
saying?
to I want to touch on something deep real quick. So Sonny, I think back in was it high school, your mom's passed away,
Yes.
and
My last year.
I'm gonna say I'm really proud of you because and this is for me from the outside looking in. Sonny mom's passed away, so it's like, that's devastating at that age. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would have went crazy.
Yeah.
And his mom passed away. So what I seen was how the town rallied around Sonny, and his mother passed, and that was dope. And I'm proud of him because so many people fall victim to the streets when a mother passes away that young.
Right.
And the town rallied around him, and he used that positive energy to keep going. And look where he's at right now. So I just want to give him a shout out. Yeah.
Definitely.
Got some-
Yeah, so man, we just happy you came up. You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
I'm happy to be here.
Good
you know what I'm
interview. You know
saying?
what I'm saying? And Kira got something for you from
Yeah,
us.
This is a gift from the
Ah.
NuttinButLuv show.
Yes.
It's a
That's
gift.
what I'm
What's
talking
that?
You know
Hold
you
on.
don't
What's that?
drink,
That's that Don
Sonny.
Julio,
That's
baby.
Don
That's
Julio,
the
baby.
Rosado.
Yeah.
Rosado,
Don
man.
Julio,
Rosado.
1942 joint.
That's how we live.
We spending money up here, NuttinButLuv show.
Oh,
Yeah,
August
so-
12th. That's the only
You
time
understand
you
me?
go for
Yeah,
your
we
birthday.
gonna sub.
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
And that's all you,
Not at a
Sonny.
dinner
Don't
party,
share
I'll
that.
invite
Do
you.
not give it back. Do not give it. She
Yeah, they
said
said
she got
Kera
give
can't have
it.
this
She
joint.
said she gonna DM me later. That she
Can't have this one.
We're not
Kira
doing
gonna
that.
DM you later like you say, let
Not
me get
doing
that because
that.
you don't drink.
Let me hold that.
No.
I'm gonna put,
Shut up.
Fact though.
I'm gonna put a nouveau bottle.
Yeah.
The old pink
Give it back.
The
nouveau.
old school joint. That joint was nasty.
Yeah, horrible. Shit was like a soda.
Yeah, it was
Champagne
disgusting back
liquor.
in the day. Yes.
Yeah,
Nah,
man.
definitely.
What's up, man?
Thanks a million. It was definitely a good one, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Thanks for
you,
coming
man.
up here,
Nah,
man.
definitely. I like
You
what y'all
you
doing.
shedded a lot of light on.
Just
going.
tell the people like where they can reach you at on Instagram and like your.
Well, you can
different
follow
social-
me, my personal page, Sonny the Show Off _SONNY DASHOWOFF_.
Okay.
Or you can follow the clothing page at Fichette Clothiers.
That's dope.
You can also follow We Pop Fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my brother Fam, we got a podcast coming.
Okay. Shout out
We
to
did it
Fan. Shout out to
before.
Fan.
Nah, definitely
Good
my
dude.
fly brother.
That's what's up.
We got something coming for fashion.
Okay.
So look out for that. The We Pop Fashion podcast is
Okay,
gonna be
that's what's up.
real.
We there. We gonna come up there,
That's
man.
what's up. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
that's gonna be something.
Crash the doors in, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's
We
what's
got
up.
something crazy coming with that one.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what's up.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So we happy. Like I said, I'm glad you came. And that's
Definitely.
it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Y'all from Number
Definitely.
Love, baby.
Appreciate it.
So listen, we're gonna wrap up this episode thanking the man behind Fichette. Follow him, check him out. Got the website up and running, correct?
Yes, yes.
Got the website up and running. Check it out. Google it. He's up. Sonny Fichette. Love you, boy.
Love, love.
Funky